Hello grade 7 students. Today I am going to do first term test 2018 Sabaragamuwa Province Department of Education mathematics paper. So that's 2 hours paper and you get 2 parts. Part 1 you get 20 short questions, each question worth 2 marks. So in the first page questions 1 to 5, 6 to 11, then you get 12 to 20. Then you get part 2. So in part 2 you can answer any 5 questions and each question worth 12 marks. Question number 1, 2, then you get 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Let's do this paper now. Let's take question number 1. How many axes of symmetry are there in this figure? So, try to draw. How many axes of symmetry? We'll take broken line and see. So, we can see, can divide the figure into 2 parts, equal parts. So, that's the axis of symmetry. So, only one we can draw. One axis of symmetry. So 1 mark. 1 mark for showing this and 1 mark altogether 2 marks. Simplify. What's the rule we have to use? Order of operation. BODMAS. Multiplication first. From left to right. 3 times 4, 12. 12 plus 8, you get 20. 2 marks. Question number 3. Find the digital root of 4536. So just add the digits. 4, 5, 3, 6. You get 9, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 6, 18. Then again 1 and 8 you can add. Digital root is 9. You get 2 marks for that. Question number 4. According to the given figures, write down types of angles. What is this one? That's 90 degrees. What you call right angle. This is 180. What do you call for 180? Straight angle. One mark each. Question number 5. Name a pair of parallel lines in this figure. What is this shape? This is a trapezium. So we can see this pair of lines are parallel. One pair of lines parallel in a trapezium. So name. So we can say AB is parallel to DC. 2 marks. Question number 6. Write down 60 as a product of prime factors. We can divide 60 by 2. Again divide by 2, you get 15. Divide by 3, you get 5. And divide by 5, you get 1. So 60 you can write as 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So this is product of prime factors. So how many marks? 2 marks you are getting. Question number 7. Write 250 days in months and days. What's the relationship? We take 30 days as 1 month. So divide by 30. 250 divide by 30. So you get 8, 240 and then 10 remaining. So that means 8 months. How many days remaining? 10 days remaining. Two marks. Question number 8. Write 64 as an index notation with base 4. So that means you have to divide by 4 and see. When you divide by 4, what you get? You get 4 times 6, 16. Divide by 4 again, you get 4. Divide by 4 again, you get 1. So you can write 64 as 4 times 4 times 4. How can you write in index notation? 4 3 times. 4 to the power 3. For each question in part 1, you get 2 marks. Question number 9. Complete the blanks. So here, starting from this one. So here, minus 3. Not minus 3. Here, look at this one. This and so this one. So here, this and this other way around. So this one is the first one, minus 4. And then, now the other direction, adding 1. 1 unit to the right. So the answer becomes 3, minus 3. So that represents from here to here. So minus 4 plus 1 becomes minus 3. You get 2 marks, 1 for each blank. Question number 10. Identify whether the following statements are true or false. The angles between edges of the cover page of a book are static angles. So when you take the cover page, so these edges are not changing. That's a fixed one. So that's static. So 90-degree angles are there. So that's true. Not changing. Angles between two blades of a pair of scissors is dynamic when it is used for cutting. So when you are trying to cut, this changes all the time. So that's called dynamic angle. So that's also true. So here when you take the scissor, each time the angle differs, getting smaller, sometimes getting bigger. So both are true. So 1 mark each. Question number 11. A is a set of letters in the word examination. Write down all elements in set A. So we have to write in curly brackets. Don't repeat the same letter. E, X, A, M, I, N, A is there, T, I, O, N. So these are the different letters in A. So 2 marks for writing all these elements. Question number 12. Find the highest common factor of 12 and 20. So what are the prime factors for 12? When you divide by 12, 12 by 2, you get 6. Divide by 2, 3. Divide by 3, 1. You can write 2 times 2 times 3. 20, how can you write? Divide by 2, that's 10. Divide by 2, 5. And divide by 5, 1. 2 times 2 times 5. So what's the highest common factor? 2 is common and another 2 is common. So 2 and 2, that becomes 4. So highest common factor is 4. 2 marks. Question number 13. Angles which are more than 180, less than 360 are called, what are those? Something like this, more than 180 and less than 360, reflex angles. 2 marks. Question number 14. Write down the set which is represented by a Venn diagram in terms of a common property of its elements by words in curly brackets. So P is the set. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. What are those? All square numbers. So how can you write down? We can write square numbers. One to 25. Then 25 and 1 also included. If it's say in between, 1 and 25 not included. So you can write 1 to 25 or less than 30. Any number above less than 30. So you get 2 marks. Question number 15. Find the numbers that are divisible by 4 without a remainder. How you identify whether a number is divisible by 4? You take the last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits divisible by 4, that means the number is divisible by 4. 96. Can you divide by 4? 8. Yeah, so it's divisible. So that means 196 is divisible by 4. 25 is not divisible. 44 divided by 4. Yes, you get 11. So 344 is divisible by 4. But this one is not divisible. 33 is not divisible by 4. So you get 2 marks, 1 mark for each number. Question number 16. Expand 5 squared and x cubed. 5 2 times you have to write and x 3 times. So that's the expansion. You get 2 marks. Question number 17. Measure PQR. So you need to take the protractor. So let's measure the angle. It's 40 degrees according to my one. 40 degrees. 2 marks. Write down all factors of 27. You can divide by 3. 3. So how you write down all factors? 1 and itself, always a factor. Then it's divisible by 3. And it's divisible by 3 times 3, 9. That's all, no? 3 times 3, 9, again 9. So 1, 3, 9, 27 are the factors of 27. 2 marks. Question number 19. What is the decade belongs to AD? 1961. Decade means you divide by 10. Divide by 10 means here you get 1 there. If it's 1 or more, you have to add 1 to the previous one. So what's the value? 197th decade. Two marks. Question number 20, that's the last question in part 1. Find the total number of books needed to give for 125 students, each with 4 books. So that's multiplication, multiplied by 4. 4 times 5, 20, 2 remaining. 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10. 1 remaining. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1, 5. So we need 500 books altogether. So 2 marks for that. So we did all 20 questions. Short questions, each question worth 2 marks. Let's do part 2 now. Question number 1 in part 2. So you have to do first question and any 4 other questions. So question number 1, you get 16 marks and all the other questions 11 marks. Draw a plane figure which has 2 axes of symmetry and show the axis of symmetry. So we have to draw the diagram and we have to complete the given one. So let's do separately. Draw a plane figure which has 2 axes of symmetry and show the axis of symmetry. So we'll take the ruler. So we'll take the ruler and 2 axes of symmetry is there. So we'll first draw the axis of symmetry and then we can complete the diagram. You can complete any order. So I can take something like this and same thing I have to draw this way. And here I hope that the same thing. So you can use the ruler so that you can measure it, or you can take number of squares and draw it. So something like that. All these sides are the same. That's one plane figure. And another one. You can draw a rectangle as well. That's the easiest one to draw. We'll do a rectangle. So this length is same as this. So all these sides are equal, these lengths. So that's 2 figures. Draw a plane figure which has 2 axes. So you have to draw only one and you get how many marks? You get 2 marks for one diagram. So only one, no need to draw 2. 2 marks. And let's take part 2. Complete below diagrams which has bilateral symmetry. Dotted line shows the axis of symmetry. Here can you see the dotted line? Here it's given this line and here this line. So we can complete the other part. So this is 2 squares to this side and then here 2 squares to this side and here. That's this one. And what about this one? 1 square here, so 1 square to this side, 2 squares down, 1 square further and then 2 squares down, 1 square here and this one. So that's the other one. So you get 2 marks each. Write down 2 properties which belongs to plane figure which has bilateral symmetry. 2 properties which belongs to plane figure which has bilateral symmetry. So what are the properties? If you take bilateral symmetry, So each side coincide. So with the axis of symmetry. So you can write each side coincide. And you get the same area. Same area both sides. And what is the minimum number of axes of symmetry? For bilateral symmetries there means minimum axis of symmetry is 1. Is 1. So you can do minimum axis of symmetry 1. So get the same area and each side coincide. Then name 4 plane figures which has bilateral symmetry. What are the shapes that you know? Isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, whatever the triangle. So we'll take shapes. Isosceles is there. Then I can draw a square or a rectangle, and then I can draw a rectangle also. Rectangle, and what else? I'll draw hexagon. Hexagon is here. 6-sided. Hexagon. Okay, so here if it's isosceles, I get only one axis of symmetry. If it's a square, I can draw 4. That's also bilateral symmetry. And if it's a rectangle, I get 2 axes of symmetry. And hexagon, 6. So we'll write down the names. Isosceles. You can draw equilateral triangle, whatever shape you like. Isosceles triangle. Then here I did a square. And here a rectangle. And this is a hexagon. Regular hexagon, all sides are equal. So those are 4 shapes. So let's see how many marks. So 2 marks you are getting for writing 2 reasons. And then you can write isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, square, rectangle, even a circle, kite, whatever you like, 4 marks. So how many marks for this? You get 4 plus 2, 6, 6 and 4, 10 and 2, 12 marks. So each question 12 marks, and you have to do 5 questions. Question number 2, you have to simplify. Simplify this one. So what's the rule we have to use? BODMAS. 5 plus 2 into 5. So from left to right, you have to check which one first. Brackets, order, multiplication and division. Multiplication is there, so you have to do multiplication first. 5 plus 2 times 5, 10. So you get 15. What about this one? 12 divided by 4 into 2. So from left to right, division first. 12 divided by 4, you get 3. 3 times 2, 6. So you have to make sure according to Bodmer's from left to right. So 2 marks and 2 marks here. Question number 2, part 3. Another one. 18 divided by 6 minus 2. So here you have to start from left. 18 divided by 6. 3. 3 minus 2. That's 1. Part 4. Answer for 5 plus 3 into 2 is 16. Nimal mentioned. Do you agree with this statement? Give reasons. Let's see what's the answer. 5 plus 3 into 2. According to Bodmer's, you have to do multiplication from left to right. 3 times 2, 6. 5 plus 6 is 11 and not 16. So, do you agree? Don't agree, do not agree, and give the reason. The answer should be 11. So how many marks for this one? 2 marks. And this one, 2 marks. 1 mark for the statement is not correct and 1 mark for showing the workings. Part B. Kamini takes a call to her father who worked in overseas. The cost for first 1 minute is 11 rupees and 5 rupees is charged for every 1 minute after that. What is the total charge for the telephone call if the call lasts 20 minutes? So first 1 minute, 11 rupees. And how many minutes more? 19 minutes. Each one 5 rupee for a minute. According to Bodmer's, you have to do 19 times 5 first. 45 and 5 times 1, 5 plus 4, 9. And 11, what you get? 6 and 10. So 106 is the answer. So let's give marks. So for all these you get 4 marks. So we get 4 and then 4, 8 and 4, 12 marks for that question as well. Let's take question number 3 about factors. Fill in the blanks using knowledge of factors. So 24 is 2 times 12. These are multiplied. That's correct. 2 times 12. How can you write 12? 6 times 2. So this should be 2. Then what are the factors of 6? 2 times 3. So what are the factors of 24? 2 times 12. What is 12? 2 times 6. And what is 6? 2 times 3. So you get how many marks for these blanks? You get 1 each. Part B, write product of prime factors 36, 48, 60 as product of prime factors. So we have to do separately. 36 divide by 2, 18, divide by 2, 9, divide by 3 and divide by 3, 1. 36, 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. 48. You can write 48 as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. And 60 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So write as product of prime factors. That's the answer. Using part 1, find the highest common factor. Highest common factor, we take only the common ones. 2 is common. Another 2 is common. And 3. That's all. So 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 3, 12. So highest common factor is 12. So you get 3 marks. 2, 2, 3, 3. 2 times 4. 3, 2, 2, 3, 5. 3 marks. And this one, 2 marks. And let's see the next one. In a pandal, blue bulbs lighten every 2 seconds. Red bulbs in every 3 seconds. And yellow bulbs in every 4 seconds lighten up. If all the bulbs are lightened at the start, after how many seconds do all the bulbs lighten up again? So that's lowest common multiple you have to find. So this is like 2, 4, 6. This is 3, 6, 9. When do you get the same time? Lowest common multiple. So if it's every 2 seconds, 1 into 2 are the factors. If it's every 3 seconds, 1 into 3. 4 seconds, that's 2 into 2. That's 2 squared. So you have to find out the lowest common multiple. Take the highest power. When you take 2, 2 to the power 2 is the highest power. When you take 3, that's ones. And 1 is there. So you don't need to write 1. 2 to the power 2 is 4. 4 times 3, 12. So this is in seconds. So after 12 seconds, all the bulbs will light up. So that's after 12 seconds. So lowest common multiple. So you get 5 marks for that. So 5, 5, 10 and 2, 12 marks. Question number 4. Directed numbers are there. Find the value. So both are positive numbers. Plus 3, both are not positive. Plus 3 and minus 8. 1 is positive, 1 is negative. So we take the difference. 8 and 3 difference is 5 and put the sign of the bigger number. So that's minus 5. 1 is positive, 1 is negative. Take the difference. If both are the same, you take addition. If 1 is positive and 1 is negative, you take the difference. So take the difference. 13 minus 5, 8. And 9 minus 4, 5. So you get 5.8. Which one is the highest one? Positive number. So you get positive 5.8 is the highest one. So that's the answer. How many marks? So you are getting 2 marks for this one and 3 marks for this part. So 5 marks given. Part B, a person started to paint a wall on 2017 4/22 and completed it on 2017 5 and 20. How many days have taken to paint the wall? So the difference, years, month and days. 2017 5 20, that's the last day, completed date. This one is the started date, 4 and 22. So subtract. You can't subtract 22 from 20. So you have to take 1 month. When you are taking 1 month means you are taking 30 days. So 30 plus 20, 50. 50 minus 22, 28 days are there. Then this becomes 4. 4 and 4, 0. 0 months. And here, this is also 0. So you get 28 days. And the next one, what is the total amount he gets if 1500 is given to him per day? 1500 is given to him. So 28 days, each with 1500 rupees. So multiply. So 0, 0. 28 we have to multiply by 15. 10 and 5. 420, and this is 42,000 rupees. So how many marks? 2 marks for this part, and 42,000, 3 marks. So let's take the last part. Can he buy a motorbike worth 45,000 from his money? Give reasons. So 42,000 is the amount he gets. So 45 is that. So 45,000 is more than 42,000. Cannot buy. Cannot buy a bike worth 45,000. That is bigger than 42,000 that he gets. So how many marks? 2 marks. So we gave altogether 12 marks. Question number 5. So you have to fill in the blanks and then measure the angle. Write in the blanks the answers here. Angles less than 90. Less than 90 we call acute angles. Angles more than 180 and less than 360. What are those? Reflex angles. Angles equal to 90. Right angles. Angles more than 90 and less than 180 we call obtuse angles. Angles equal to 180 we call straight angles. So let's see how many marks. 1 mark. 1 mark here. Right angle 1 mark. Obtuse 1 and straight angle 1. So 5 marks for that part. Measure ABC and CBD angles using a protractor. So we have to take the protractor. ABC. ABC angle is a straight line. What's that? 180 degrees. ABC. CBD. CBD, this angle, this side, starting from here, 135. So you have to measure from here, here to here. So let's see marks. So 4 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks. Draw ABC 60 degrees using a protractor. First draw a line and then we'll draw 60 degrees to this point. Take the protractor, keep on this point, and then from here we have to measure 60 degrees. So 60 line is here. Now take the ruler and connect. So this angle is 60 degrees. So ABC, B is the angle, so we can label ABC. So how many marks for that? 2 marks. And another 1 mark for labeling ABC. So 3 marks. So 3, 4, 7, 7 plus 5, 12 marks. Let's take question number 6. Directed numbers are there. Write 144 as product of prime factors in index form. So 144 divide by 2, you get 72. Divide by 2 again, 36. Divide by 2, 18. Divide by 2, 9. Then you can divide by 3 till you get 1. Divide, and now you can write 144 is how many 2's? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many 3's? 2. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2. So 3 squared and 2 to the power 4. So we have to write in index form. Find the value of expression 3a squared b if a equals 2 and b equals 3. B equals 3. So substitution. 3 times a is 2. 2 to the power 2. B is 3. 3 into 2 to the power 2 is 4. 4 times 3. 4 times 3, 12. 12 times 3, 36 is the answer. So let's see. 2 to the power 4 and 3 squared. You get 3 marks. And 36. You are getting 3 marks. So 6 marks. So let's take part B. Addition of 2 directed numbers shown in the number line below. Fill in the blanks using that. So which one we can do? So the direction is not given, but plus 5 is there. So we can take first 5 and then this way. Here arrow is given here, then here. So that means 2 units to left. 2 units to left means that's minus 2. And the final answer is plus 3. Find the value of plus 1 and minus 1 using number line. So we can draw a number line, plus 5 and minus 1. So we will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 5 is there. So that means you can draw like this. 0 to 5. Then adding minus. So minus means to the left 1 unit. So what's the answer? The answer becomes this one. That's plus 4. So you can write plus 5 and minus 1 becomes plus 4. So how many marks here? Plus 5 minus 2 plus 3. That's 2 marks, 1 mark each. And this one, 3 and 1 mark. So plus 4 is the answer. 4 marks for this. 4 plus 2, 6, and 6, 12 marks. Let's take the last question. Put correct sign for sets and cross sign for not belongs to sets. The students who got more than 40 marks for the maths test for end of year evaluation 2016. So we can find out who got more than 40 marks and we can identify the names of students. So that means it's a set. If you can identify the group, that's a set. Talented singers. We don't know who are talented. In many ways they can be talented. So that's not a set. We can't group the singers. Beautiful flowers. We don't know how to group them. Prime numbers in between 10 and 20. Yes, we can. We know that. What are the prime numbers between 10 and 20? 11, 13, 17, 19. Those are prime numbers. So we can identify the set. So that's correct. So let's give marks. Four marks, 1 each. Part B, prime numbers in between 0 and 10. Write down all elements in brackets. So when you are writing, you have to write in curly brackets. What are the prime numbers in between 0 and 10? 2 is the lowest one. 3, 5, 7. Draw a Venn diagram for set A. So that means you have to draw a closed figure, a circle, and put all the elements inside. So don't put same number twice. 2, 3, 5, 7 and label this set as A. So how many marks for this part? 2 marks here. 2 marks for this part. 4. Part 3. Write down the elements of below sets. Districts in Sabaragamuwa province. So what are the districts? So there are 2 districts, Ratnapura and Kegal. So those are the 2 districts in Sabaragamuwa province. So you can write down separately. And Q is a set. Square numbers in between 0 and 10. So what are the square numbers? You can make a square. 1, 2 times 2, 4, 3 times 3, 9. So 1, 4, 9 are square numbers that you can make a square. 2 by 2 and 3 by 3. 3 rows and 3 columns. So how many marks? 2 marks for this one. 1, 4, 9, 2 marks. So 2 and 2, 4. 4, 8. 8 and 4, 12 marks for that question as well. So that's the last part in this paper. So make sure that you do all questions and then watch my video to check your answers.